You know what? Somebody very wise said that, they try not to delve into any political stuff on the weekend. Very smart person. Very smart person. When you find people that are similar to you, you tend to try to listen to them, right? You tend to try to value what they say. Shout outs to Mo. She the one said it. Hate the hot mouth, but hey, let's listen to something.
With this return to the White House assured how many of Donald Trump's campaign utterances are going to come to pass. He vowed retribution against those who he perceives did him wrong. He has promised pardons for those convicted in connection with January 6th. And then there are his own legal cases. Stephen Fabian with more on that.
Well, Donald Trump seeks revenge on his enemies.
It's the enemy from within, all the scum that we have to deal with that hate our country. That's a bigger enemy than China and Russia.
At the top of his list is Republican Liz Cheney, who campaigned for Kamala.
Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. When the guns are trained in her face.
Today, Cheney posted.
Like, who says that? And who sits up there and let him say it and don't gasp? Like, what? A bunch of motherfuckers. That's who does that. Oh, we're gonna go there. And really, especially since I found out that grandparents ain't off the table. Yeah, I'm still on it. Yeah, I'm still on it. Ooh, baby. Now, I have to stay away from that button. Okay, because I flash in a minute. And everybody get it. I flash, so I don't want no shit. And I don't want nobody fucking with me. So I had to laugh off that button. Because I hit that motherfucking button. And something said, Angie, say this. I won't say it. Woo, Lord have mercy, baby. I'm always in a good mood. I don't care if it's doing something bad or whatever. I'm always in a good mood till somebody changes it. But nonetheless, I go right back to me being me, jolly. But anyway, that's just crazy. This man is unstable. Who says even if you're joking, and he don't read the room or none of that? And I guess if he did read that room, he'd probably like, yeah, they probably, say that, do that shit, man. That's crazy to me. Somebody gonna have to give me some understanding. I just can't believe this. That people, and then this man said that there were bigger threats than China and Russia. Like who? And to be honest, he is talking about immigrants and bad people in like what? Like bunch of idiots. This man has no filter. He has no motivation for doing the right thing. He has nothing. Now here's the deal, right? I can probably survive. Right? I know I'm going to survive, right? But the thing that I am going to do, I probably need to do it, is I need to put another wrap around my bubble wrap. And just because you don't know who's who and what's what. If I don't need to know nobody else, I'm good. I don't need to be involved in nothing else. I'm straight. Unless I know for sure what their agendas are and all of that, I am glad that people are like standing up against these idiots that gave this man a goddamn second goddamn chance and shit. I'm glad the women, we ain't available. The police stopped and did what now? Oh, okay. Well, two things you did wrong. You either voted for that motherfucker, or three things. Or you didn't vote at all, or you didn't bring your ass out and convince these other men or whomever else that you shouldn't be voting for this motherfucker. One of three things. Anything else, bye. Call somebody else, call him. See if he'll help your motherfucking ass. Unfucking believable. But when you a disgusting piece of shit, you will find some likeness in this motherfucker. But the thing about it is, I don't know. Thank you, Jesus. I don't know them type people. Woo! I don't know them type people. And I'm not the one that live, because I feel like I've done enough in the way of help. If I don't do another goddamn thing, I'm still good. I'm still leading the pack in my, on my level. But that's not the way I want to live, though. If one of them look like they motherfucking voted for Trump, you ain't getting shit. See, that's the dangers, because it's some things I do. I don't pretend to do it. I don't, in there and hit it there and whatever, because it's, and because I go hard with it, when I have to back all the way off, back down off some things or whatever, because if not, that'll be another emotion I have, a political emotion. I ain't got time for that. I don't need not one more. And when I had to let it go, I had to let it go. I didn't even know what the hell was going on in my town, okay? I had to go, because it's too much. It's too much for me, baby. But, just so, God. Oh, Jesus. Just, made me sick to my stomach. Over some. Like, I can see if you came up on Luke when he was in office, and you don't understand that you was coming up on Obama, but nonetheless, you still stay the same place you stay. Your bank account is no more greater than what? Like, what? What are you talking about? Like, shut up, ignorant. I got time for that. Oh my God, I'm talking type people. Now, ignorant ass. I ain't got nothing in common with you. Straight up and down. And I'm gonna have to go back to. I can't do it. I can't be open. I'm not even open for a discussion and good thing I got that eye. I got that, along with my people picking process, come that eye. I can spot one. That we ain't gonna be able to make it. We ain't gonna be in the same. Yeah, we're gonna be in the same. We can't be in the same conversation. Put it like that. And make it nice. Yeah, I better stop that button. Something come fucking with me. I see something in that chat. It's gonna be on. Stuff runs deep with me. I'm not one of the type of people, okay. I ain't trying to be liked. I ain't trying to be loved. Got enough like, got enough love. I'm good on that, So I don't have them type pressures. I don't want to fit in or whatever. What? I'm an only child. That's one. Number two, I'm not a father. I'm not a person that looking to fit in. That's what they do when and I ain't trying to be funny, but that's what happens. Like, the fuck? They don't train me. Now finish that up. They don't train me. Okay. Like, that's crazy though. My black history is good, okay? My black history is good, so I don't have to do another fucking thing. I just don't like living like that. I just don't like automatically be like shaking my head to people know, I ain't gonna be able to fuck with you. No, nope, can't have my phone, can't have nothing. Can't have my email or nothing. I think you one of them people. I think you might be a fucked up individual. And there's some fucked up individuals that didn't vote for Trump or didn't do anything to make sure he didn't get a second shot. But we definitely know them people, they're fucked up. So I'm good on that. I ain't gonna be able to do that. I don't give a damn. I don't wanna play like that. I don't wanna hear nothing about it. There's nothing you could say. There's nothing you could do. I'm already thinking it. And shaking my damn head. Like somebody was born in 1925 with peppermints in our purse. With a big old hat on. Just, I forgot to damn hit the button.
All Americans are bound, whether we like the outcome or not, to accept the results of our elections. Then there are the ladies of The View, specifically Sunny Hostin.
She's a dummy.
And Whoopi Goldberg.
She was so filthy dirty, disgusting. What a loser she is.
Today, they had this to say.
Going forward, the convicted felon box on employment applications better be taken off, because if you can be the president of the United States, then you should not be prevented from employment in this country.
He's now the president. I'm still not going to say his name.
And what about those late-night hosts who have made Trump the butt of so many jokes?
Finally, I made an enemies list. I mean, obviously, there's no guarantee I'll be arrested, but it's an honor just to be nominated.
Trump has lashed out at Taylor Swift and Oprah for endorsing Kamala.
Actually, I'm disappointed. I think Oprah's become a major divider in our country. And I think
Oprah now.
she should be ashamed of herself.
And what will happen to Trump's criminal...
Oprah should be a major divider. I mean, Oprah, I'm sorry, is a major divider. Huh? Oprah. See what I'm talking about? And I'm not even going down no racial aspect of it, because I don't even think he gets that far into it. He is just a full of shit motherfucker. I don't like them either. Okay? Hold my tongue. Hold. I'm going to need you to get your big ass up and come up here and get my tongue. Because I did develop this. Just because I think it, I don't have to say it. But I've also gotten in trouble because people know when I'm thinking something. Because it's the look I give. And I had a couple of people just like go off just because how I'm looking. Like, what? I ain't say nothing. I'm just not faking phone. I let it be known one way or the other what I'm thinking. The fuck? Like, get out of here with that foolishness. Ugh. But here's the thing. I got a choice. I ain't got to deal with them type of people. I ain't got to deal with them. Ugh. God. I ain't got to go know where they are. I don't know nobody like that. Hey!
Cases now that he's won the election. Sentencing is set for later this month in the Stormy Daniels hush money trial, but experts say it's now highly unlikely that the judge will sentence him to a single day in jail. The adult film star spoke out on British TV today.
Shocked and ashamed of what happened in my country.
As for special counsel Jack Smith,
Jack Smith should be considered mentally deranged and he should be thrown out of the country.
I would expect that Jack Smith is probably going to resign before he lets Donald Trump actually fire him.
Here's the thing, right? People need to be thrown out of the country, all this shit, just because they did their job. What? That's the craziest shit I ever heard in my life. Let me tell you something. In my positions and things of that nature, whatever, and just whatever, I ain't got time to be going through no whole resume over and over and over and over and over and over. Because, it's almost like you are talking to infidels and stuff like that. And so you have to qualify what you're saying before you say it. Qualify what you're saying before you say it. And you have to do a lot of that in different arenas, but you usually have to do it just one time, right? And then, but, around here, it's just maybe a habit. You got to qualify what you're saying before you say it. Qualify what you're saying before you say it, whatever. So, I don't know. But I don't feel like that shit today. Anyway, you have to, it is crazy to me that people are going to get in trouble for doing their job because of something called the rule of law. Like, this is crazy. You're not just like that old crazy ass Tiffany. You can look in her eyes and tell something ain't quite right with her. And although Mo rejects my science and but I'm trying to tell, we ain't got to use the same one she has to use. We don't have to use that. We're using something else. Okay? I just don't understand why. And I ain't hot mouth, I'm just telling you what we be going through offline. Why they have to wait until some crazy person spray up everybody at a game or at whatever to diagnose their ass crazy. When I'm telling you, just from the conversation or just from what I am observing, this motherfucker is crazy. And you have those that are crazy, but that can manipulate. Meaning, they can suppress that shit. I.e. I him. But, you don't know they're crazy till it's too late. But, you just don't know. I can tell. Who's that boy? Ronnie Bo say there are people that the government sits up there and pay to figure out things and to figure somebody crazy and to figure. Or sometimes when, you don't have nothing to do in your first job, your backup job might be to figure shit out. And your third job behind that might be to straighten it out. In whatever agency or department. It is what it is. That's how the game is played. And this is what I do know. You probably can't converse with all type of people. Because if you do, chances are your grandparents going to be attacked. Because if you talk to I'm still on it. If you have conversations with, your type of people or people that be where you be at, nobody's grandparents ever came up other than say, well, talk about, history or whatever. If your grandparents played a part in history, a role in history, other than that, people grandparents usually don't come up. The fuck?
Calls it like he sees it, and he joins us at the table with his view of the election 2024 and where we go from here. Our soon-to-be neighbor, right over there. Please welcome Stephen A. Smith.
Something bugs me all about his mustache and everything.
I was surprised at how lopsided it was. I was not surprised by the outcome. I saw the outcome coming from a mile away. You have to take into account, listen, we respect our president, Joe Biden, but here's the reality. He got into office. He promised to be a transitional president, to be a stopgap to pave the way for somebody else to come on board. Into the midterms, it was supposed to be a red wave. It did not happen. The Democrats was flying high. He felt the momentum because he was the incumbent. And instead of leaving, he decided to stay. When he decided to stay, the Democrats were in a quandary because they were expecting him to leave. Now he wants to stay. They're around him. They're seeing the fastball has dissipated to some degree. They're seeing that he's not what he used to be. And what do you do about it? You grease the skids. There's no primary for him to experience. You let him go on stage June 27th, and clearly he was exposed. 3.5 weeks later, he's forced and compelled to step away because donors to the Democratic establishment, they were not going to support that. And then Kamala Harris is inserted. I don't blame her one bit. I thought she did a phenomenal job.
Mm-hmm.
She did what she could. But you can't overcome that kind of situation. And remember, there's 2 C words that are incredibly important in America. Capitalism is one. Competition is another. Because it's a metaphor for capitalism in a lot of people's eyes. Because you were inserted, even though you were the vice president and it was the Biden-Harris administration, you had folks who are independent. I'm not talking about those on the right. I'm not talking about those on the left, just independents, who said, wait a minute. She didn't experience a primary either. The last time we saw her in a primary was 4 years ago, and she didn't even make it to Iowa. They used that as an excuse to point to her level of inexperience. Then you got the war in Russia and Ukraine. You got the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, Hamas and Hezbollah, and all of that stuff. And you had Trump using codes. Look, do you want her? Where is she? Where's the interviews? Where's she showing herself? Where's the tough questions? Where's the interrogation? And he leaned on certain things. And you knew people were going to gravitate to that because right now, as divided as our country is, fear comes associated.
Oh, we divided.
And because that fear was there, he fed off of it.
Yeah.
And people bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. That's why
That's all what he runs on.
I agree on all counts. There's a lot to unpack of what kind of went wrong for Democrats here. I think a factor is the working class feeling left behind, not reaching out to rural Americans. But what do you identify as what Democrats got wrong? And it seems like you agree Biden maybe should have stepped aside.
He definitely should have stepped aside. I said it a year ago. I was on camera, everybody was getting on me. I said, yeah, he needs to step aside.
You took some heat.
You remember, though, that he said, does everybody remember he originally said he was just going to do it for 4 years?
Yeah.
That's what I brought up.
Right. And did you think that once you know who stepped in, he said, well, there's nobody, we don't have anybody?
Well, the point is that it's not about who you're going up against when you know you're not what you used to be. And see, this is where covering sports puts me at a distinct advantage. I cover people every day where it's time for you to go, but you're holding on and you don't want to leave. People who cover the world of sports are accustomed to seeing that all the time. And so now here you are, to answer your question directly, you are the left. You leaned and you were a prisoner to the extreme left in a lot of people's eyes. Well, guess what? Most of America doesn't operate on the fringes. Whether you're left or you're right, you're relatively centrist. You believe in compromise, negotiation, working with one another. Nobody gets to get everything they want.
Right.
The problem is those on the fringes continuously push for you to get everything you want.
Yeah.
They're not about getting things done. They're about getting their way. And
Right.
if they're not going to get their way, they're about complaining and griping about it because they understand that when you are operating based off of grievance, that's usually what provokes you to get to the polls. And that
I see that now. You know what? Now I'm looking at Stephen A. Different little light now. You know, I like to be a man that's a Renaissance man now. You can speak on a lot of things, right? You can speak on a lot of things. Okay, I know he gets down like that. But wait, I have seen him. Well, no, that was Roland Martin. Never mind. But yeah, but the one thing I disagree. When dealing with a world where people who are willing to do what's right, willing to understand what's right, Joe Biden stepping away would make sense, would be the right thing to do, right? But I think at that last minute, because, I don't remember him saying he wanted to do it for 4 years. I'm trying to tell you I checked out. But I think he looked and he saw what I now know. Well, they confirmed it for me. That one, America was not ready to elect a female president, black or white. That's just what it is. Two, each party has pretty much become more focused on who could win. Not really about policy. Not about no personal shit. None of that. They want somebody that can win. I realized that early on. And I knew, and I said that woman can't carry no ticket. Michelle Obama can't carry no ticket. I'm like him, didn't think it was gonna be that lopsided. Because if you go back and look at that map, honey, the shit, they might as well a guy banner white and turned it all red. It's blue here and there. Like, oh my gosh, like that's a thumping, right? And I hate that. It seems like we might be stuck in this cycle for a moment, but it's going to be about who can win. So the wrong people will continue to be elected if somebody don't stop and do something soon. People that got axe to grind and all that old crazy shit, like what? Who? Like, huh? I have never. And I have to cuss people out about this too, like friends who hire and shit like that. But even if I ain't like somebody or whatever, if I know they good for the job, or if I know it's only right for them to get it. When it comes to recommendations and things of that nature, it's only right. Now, when that dude Kenny, come dropping my name, excuse me, thinking that he could get a job or whatever, and I'm looking like, now here's the thing, right? Yeah, we've been through it. The shit was, that they had done came. Good people had done came and jumped in the middle and I'll calm the shit down, right? But it does not mean that I think that you're fit for this job. Like, huh? And then people come right and ask me. I'm like, oh, no. Because I know several people that's better for this job. You know? Boy, bye. Because, one, I know how you have your success. And in that particular job, a person that would be best for that job is a person that grows and nurtures and teach and instructs those that are around them, those that are under them. You don't have that. Okay? Not every job requires you to have worked in that particular field and things of that nature. But there are some jobs that do. So if you are a doctor, you really don't want to be that doctor's first. That if you are a doctor and you know he operates, you really don't want to be that doctor's first patient, right? You don't want to be his first operation. Okay. So, because there's gonna be somebody in there with his ass. So in that particular job, he needed to know more about. He had never done it before. I mean, well, he's done that job before. He's never been a worker in that job, so he didn't come through the ranks. Okay, so no, and that wasn't even my company. But I'm just saying, don't name drop me, baby. Don't do that. So me not liking him and all that, we better tear out Florida. Nah. Anything like if he was in marketing or something like that, whatever, I'd give him the letter. Yes, he can do that. He's good at that. Oh yeah, he good at stealing workers and shit. Yeah, he good at that. And that's not why we got it. Well, not really, but yeah, we good at that. He's very good at that. But other than that, knowing what he doing or whatever, he wouldn't even know, match to me. And I can't say it's a man's job. It was a man's job, but I'm less qualified than he is on paper because he went to Florida, and so he's gotten in those positions by what? By the buddy system, Man, I got off in the Kenny. I don't want to talk about motherfucker. I can call 2 or 3 people on here now, and then we go to cussing back Kenny. I won't talk about his ass. But anyway, so yeah, even the entanglement want to slap him. Okay, that's who you talking about. I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. Whatever. I don't think entanglement curse, but yeah. So, but anyway, I done got all up into that, Lord. But Stephen A. is speaking truth. Like, in my opinion, just now looking back at it, we should have just left Joe in place. I felt it was a risky move, but but then when I started looking at all of joy, that everybody was displaying and everybody was coming out and shit like that, I was like, oh, well, maybe, it's going to be close, but maybe we could pull it out. Child, we got it. Them results told us something, honey, about America. One, we still ain't shit. And you know, they talk about they want a change and they want this and they want that, and people are very selfish. That people are only concerned about them. They're not concerned about us as a whole. So, you know, we still got a lot of that going on, but it's a good thing, honey. Those of us have done enough. Well, whatever we've done enough for these people, this land, whatever. I don't give a damn what it was. We done enough. We can sit back and like, y'all do it. Shit, y'all voted for me. Y'all help with everything you need. Y'all help feed and all this type of shit. Hell, And check this out right here, baby. I'm trying to tell you. Oh damn, maybe I'm gonna tell you anyway. I don't give a fuck because I can get in trouble. I done checked it out. Now listen, y'all. You can't have a service just for women and white people. Okay, you're gonna get a bunch of lawsuits. You're gonna get some problems. It's gonna be some issues with that. However, I'm gonna tell you what kind of service you can have. You can have an organization, services, and things that just geared to like women. Now this is crazy. You can have black women, but you can't have one for just white women. You're gonna have a little issue with that. Okay. Not that I want to anyway, but you can have one just for black women, or you can just have one for women. Okay. You can't have one for women and white men. Let them niggas and them Latinos, whatever the fuck they go by, fend for themselves, okay? Can't do that. But you could not. But what you could just, you could just do women and just let the men figure it out. You could do that. So that's what you can do. You can do women and children. You won't get in trouble for that. But you can't do women and white men. Baby, we've been planning. Baby, you can't do that. You're gonna have a problem. There's gonna be a problem behind that shit. So, but you can do women. Okay, and just having the men I don't know what to tell you. Go call Trump. See if he got a 1-800 number that will help your ass. Call him. Oh, child. That Hulk sitting over that corner ain't doing shit to help me out. Let me click this button.